course, I want to talk to another big story that's been going on the last couple of days, and this involves the Veterans Administration. It's an agency where people have been coming and going. It's been embroiled in controversy, not only for years, but especially recently. David Shulkin out. Ronnie Jackson, the president's physician, never made it very far down the road to confirmation. That is because of the questions about his own management of the White House physician's office. VA is a huge, huge federal bureaucracy. It serves 9 million military veterans and is in limbo. This morning, we want to talk a little bit about what's in the future for the VA and how maybe they can, rescue what's been going on here. Mike Little is a member of the Sea Service Foundation. You're also a second-class petty officer in the United States Naval Reserve. We appreciate you coming in.
Thank you for having me.
So I want to put us in your shoes for a minute. You're watching what's going on to VA. Everybody says how important the veterans are. But it seems like this department just, not only in this administration, but in recent administration, has just been mired in these secretaries who come in and just seem to kind of dissolve on contact. Why is this job so hard to do and then also so hard to find somebody to do it correctly?
Right. I think what makes it so hard to do is you're taking care of the finest gentlemen and women who have served our nation. They're the biggest assets that we have for our country. I think that what the problem is that veterans don't necessarily trust in the VA right now. A majority of the veterans, with all the controversy that's going on and having 4 secretaries over the last 5 years, there's just not a lot of trust in what type of care that they can receive. And a lot of the veterans that are leaving active duty, they want the type of care that they had while they were on active duty service with the TRICARE and having the choice that they needed to be able to go either to the military treatment facilities or out in town if they needed that. And so I think that there's a lot that rides on what the secretary is going to need to be able to offer and what the future of the VA holds.
All right, so we're hearing some names now, like Dr. Sam Spagnuolo, possibly, possibly former Congressman Jeff Miller. Who is the person, if I could put the power into you right now to create a VA secretary, who is somebody who can not only get confirmed, but work with this president, and the most important thing at all, do the job that these veterans need?
Right. I think what's really needed is probably the best candidate I've heard is in Jeff Miller. You know, he was the chairman of the House Veteran Affairs Committee.
Widely respected.
Widely respected. Yeah. The larger veteran organizations know him. They've worked with him. They admire what he did during the 2014 crisis in Phoenix and the changes that he was able to work with Secretary McDonald. And I think that what he brings to the table is trust with the president. I think he brings trust with the veterans. And I think that he's willing to get down into the dirt and overturn rocks that need to be overturned, get rid of people that don't need to be at the VA, and really get the changes in there that are needed. How
soon do you think, theoretically, we could see somebody named to this post?
I think that if it's someone like Jeff Miller, we could potentially see someone before the summer recess.
And a quick confirmation.
Exactly. I think Jeff Miller could get a quick confirmation. I'm not sure if some of the other names that I've seen can get through that process, right, especially with having
because Miller's a known quantity, is somebody who's known on the Hill, and he's somebody definitely who has familiarity with the VA and its problems and its challenges.
Yes, sir.
But the most important thing is getting somebody to do the job correctly.
Yes, sir.
So thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me.
Good to see you. Thank you for your service as well, too.
Thank you.